Happy Friday, happy trading. Nothing I'd rather be doing than trading these markets this Friday. Let's go over the trades. First, let's see what had the greatest flow. I think this might be a nomination. Coin. No. Google. No. Fab 4 or Fab 3 with a red-headed. Wrong color. This is Fab 4. Right color. No real flow. Fab 4. Wrong color. Wrong color. Cover takeout. Get out. Not really. No. Maybe a little bit, but not really. Wide state. Fab 4. Color or tail bar. Playing it back up. But we don't really consider those as the best flow, but that did have flow. I would say Apple had the best flow. Neurostate, neutral state, Fab 3. Forget the red-headed stepchild, and then take that road down. So that just happens to be the first. That's the second trade we made, but the first trade we made was coin. So what we tried to do hey, green bar take out a red bar. Really, we were looking at this tail bar right here. And if you look at that tail bar, right, let's see if it shows over here. Bouncing off of a flat 200. We get this tail bar. As soon as we cross above it, we buy into it, set the stop right here. And we just couldn't hold it enough, and we got out. But had we have held it enough and left this as our stop loss, it looks like, or as you can see on the 5, That would have been a nice play for our first trade for the day. Our next trade of the day was Apple. Well, let's go through the rest of coin. $11 we're out. 11 we're out. This off the 20, that's a good trade. Off the 8, that's a good trade. Off the 200, it's attemptable. And today, that would have ended it. Could have tried it again over here. Off the 20. That's an indicator of it going down. The next trade is Apple. It's the 12th. Again, you're like, hey, flat state, trifecta, or three-way, basically, price. Get that out of the way. Under sell. Could have got that move right there. What we tried to do is position of power. Sell right here under this, and as soon as we tried to do it, it went exactly the opposite way. So that was our biggest loss of the day. Probably could have taken that as a trade and said, hey, position of power, take out a green bar. That would have been nice. Take out a green bar. That would have been nice. We didn't do that. So that would have been nice. 11 o'clock, we're out of there. 11 o'clock, we're out of there. Let's go further. 14. We got a. This would have been nice. Let's see what it looks like over here. Pretty close. Wouldn't have really caught it on the 2 minute, it doesn't look like. So right here is the catch. Next stock is Google. So this is wide state. You're looking at Fab 4. Wrong color. Wrong color. Nothing, 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 nothing. 11, we're out of here. I guess you could have looked at it. Position of power. Popped up, but it went down. Color change, position of power. Could have wrapped up and got this. It fell, regained, and you could have got that. So, a whale right here. Looks like we're looking at, again, wide state. Only could really probably look at it to go down. We got in here for a sell. Not sure why. Let's look at the 2 minute. This is on 50.20. Okay, so we saw this tail bar. As soon as it passed it, we did a sell. Set the stop here and see if it would go down further. And it did, but we just got out a little early. So that's on us. So Coin, Apple, Google, we took, let's say JPM. What was JPM like? JPM, you could look at it like Fab 4. Above, buy, set the stop, let it go. Stop would have been here. Maybe it didn't stop out there. Kind of got a little bit of flow going. Not really. 5 minute, it looks a lot better. But still, that's not really too much to go home and brag about. $14. Looking at 14, it's still wide state. Maybe you could get in here and set the stop, but keep in mind it's a wide state. Looks like the only move would have been set the stop, let it ride, get out. This is now flat. And we're pretty much not doing anything. Let's look at Visa. Visa, Fab 4, wrong color, green bar off of a flat 200. You buy into that, ride that up, color change, get more into it, probably get out of there, and you have a nice little whale. Let's see, does it keep going? Yeah, it keeps going. So goes to about 11. You would have had a nice little move. But then I'm out at 11. And it falls. As it's falling down here, you have 8 going down, you have 20 going down. You could do color change, sell, and that would be a nice move. And that's the end of the day for Visa. Exxon. You have a large bar here. You could buy into it, set the stop, ride it up, get out. You could set the stop, see if it's going to go up. It doesn't go up, it goes down. Nothing to do about that. Exxon, you're like, hey, wide state. Don't know really what to do. That's a big bar. Sell. Nope. Get out of there. That's another big bar off of the 200. And then you have another bar off the 200. This one's clearing. At previous day's close. So those are the stocks for Friday. Keep in mind it was SpaceX day, so it was one of those crazy days everyone had been looking forward to. So I can understand the action that we got today. Till tomorrow, or till Monday. See you on Monday.